Qatar provides humanitarian support for Ukrainian refugees. Her Excellency Loa Rashid Al Khatir, Assistant Foreign Minister of Qatar, announced a $5 million donation for the displaced Ukrainians through the Qatar Fund for Development. Her Excellency also reiterated the importance of the immediate cessation of the war in Ukraine, securing humanitarian corridors so the incoming aid will be safeguarded, and resolving the conflict through productive, positive, and peaceful methods. Qatar is a Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace and Compassion laureate. Our sincere gratitude, Qatar, and Your Excellency Loa Rashid Al Khatir, for your compassionate acts towards the noble Ukrainians. May peace soon arrive in Ukraine so that all the faithful citizens of the country can return home safely in heaven's loving protection.
National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA astronomers, find a previously unknown black hole named GNZ7Q. The supermassive black hole, identified using data from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope, is thought to be from the early universe around 750 million years after the Big Bang. The object has been described as the missing link between the universe's first supermassive black holes and young star-forming galaxies, casting light on the relationship between the emergence of a black hole and the birth of new galaxies. This observation also confirms the prediction and calculations that scientists have made about the black hole's potential to transform into an extremely luminous quasar. The team will continue to use new technologies and calculations to unearth secrets about the birth of galaxies and their relationship to black holes. Thank you, NASA astronomers, for this interesting finding. In the light of the providence, may we be guided towards our own inner peace as we continue to discover the universe's amazing secrets.
Iraqi youth volunteers to clean up the Tigris River. As part of a new project called the Cleanup Ambassadors, Iraqi citizens are coming together to help beautify their city by collecting garbage that has been accumulating on the banks of the Tigris River in Baghdad. According to a local, this is the first time the river has been cleaned since 2003. About 200 young volunteers are involved in the removal of rubbish that has built up along the river's banks following the country's years of conflict. The polluted river, which empties into the Persian Gulf, endangers wildlife and the ecosystem. The volunteers handed their waste-filled bags to the Baghdad City Council, expressing their hopes for everyone to be part of the environmental efforts to revitalize the famous river. A big kudos all involved in the Cleanup Ambassadors project. May selfless efforts like these inspire Iraqis in Baghdad and elsewhere to strive for a pristine planet in Allah's abundant love.
Dutch researchers create battery that can store heat. Scientists from the Eindhoven University of Technology in the Netherlands have developed a heat-producing battery out of salt that can store the heat with no excess loss over time. The system operates on the principle that salt gives off warmth when water is added to it and stores it again when it is dried. A prototype has been developed about the size of a large cabinet that can store enough energy to warm a home for up to 2 months. The innovative device is due to be tested in homes in France, Poland, and the Netherlands this year, with hopes that it could help nations reduce their reliance on gas. Great news, researchers from the Eindhoven University of Technology, on your remarkable invention to help heat homes. In the wisdom of the divine, may we quickly switch to safe, sustainable energy systems as we safeguard the planet and our future.
Police officers in Maryland, United States rescued children and adults from car that crashed into pond. Officers from Anne Arundel County Police Department in Maryland recently saved a 9-month-old, a 3-year-old, and 2 adults from a sinking vehicle. The unnamed policemen were patrolling the area of a park when they heard a vehicle crash nearby. They said that the sport utility vehicle had lost control and veered off the road through trees before becoming half-submerged in a drainage pond in the park. Without hesitation, the officers rushed to their aid and managed to break the windows to rescue the children first, and then the adults. Luckily, no one was harmed. Bravo, the heroic policemen from Anne Arundel County Police Department, for risking your lives to save citizens in a desperate situation. In heaven's generosity, may you always be safeguarded as you render your selfless service to the community every day.
Popular United Kingdom cereal bar becomes 100% vegan. Boca Food has reformulated its cereal bar range so that all 4 flavors, strawberry, apple and cinnamon, choco mallow, and caramel, are now vegan, in addition to being compliant with the UK's imminent new HFSS, or High Fats, Sugar and Salt legislation. This new food rating system evaluates products in terms of these nutrition factors and is scheduled to be implemented in October 2022. Boca cereal bars have earned a green rating across the board, which is a positive indication of the bar's healthful attributes. These new delectable offerings are now available at Boots, Amazon, and Sainsbury's. Such encouraging news, Boca, on your positive changes to your cereal bars, making them vegan as well as improving their healthiness. May all food companies quickly transition to nutritious vegan products for a peaceful world in celestial glory.
Caregiver and 5 puppies saved after Australian floods pushed car off the road. A man, along with his car, which was swept off a causeway after flash flooding hit Kangaroo Valley in New South Wales, Australia, was saved from the hood of his vehicle through a daring helicopter rescue. However, at that time, it was deemed too dangerous to rescue the man's 5 puppy companions who were trapped in the car. Thankfully, when the water levels began to drop, a group of local Good Samaritans joined the rescue effort to save the helpless dog people. With a carefully planned operation using ropes and an off-road vehicle, the young canine people were retrieved from the car and brought to safety 2 at a time in a cage tied to a trolley. All 5 were rescued. Many thanks all involved for your life-saving operations. May the motorist and his sweet puppy companions be forever protected in God's abiding care.